Good morning, family. It's Wednesday, and Trey has art class today. So we are on our way to take Trey over to art class. And then, since we're over here, we're gonna go ahead and go to Trader Joe's and check the P.O. box, and maybe go to the co-op. Ed is here because he is going to the doctor. He hasn't been feeling well, so he's going to go to the doctor this morning while Trey and I are in art class. And then we'll go home, I guess. We still have to put together that furniture that we bought from IKEA yesterday and put down the rug and everything. And so we do have quite a bit of things to do once we get home. I don't know if I'm going to have help. I know that, he doesn't really feel good, so I may be in it to win it. Trey is on the back seat watching Nemo. I don't know if you can see him. It said he looked like he was falling asleep. It's not his nap time or anything, but I guess, you can't resist the ride. Did you all see on the news this morning, they were talking about how a lot of the seats inside of cars are not safe, and that there have been many accidents where people have had their seatbelt on, but the seat that the adult seat, like the seat that I'm sitting in, actually broke. The only cars on the road right now that seats are not adhering to a 30-year-old standard where the seats wouldn't break is BMW, Mercedes, and Volvo. So if you don't drive one of those cars, just, make sure you look that up and, spread the word and let people know that it is an issue. And the consumer is basically the only one that's going to be able to change the industry. We need to make it known that that is not okay. And the biggest problem that I see, or one of the bigger problems, is that one couple was talking about how they got into an accident. They got hit going, how fast was that car? It was only going like 45 miles per hour. But the daughter was sitting in her car seat, in the back seat behind her husband, just like Trey is sitting behind me, except she was forward facing. His seat broke and went back, and the seat hit the little girl in her face and killed her. So I'm always an advocate for people keeping their children rear facing for as long as possible, but this is just another reason, besides all the other reasons, why children should be rear facing. Just rear face your children. And I mean, you do your research on it, you will see that they can be rear face up until like 4 or 5. And it's safer for them, even if you're in like a rear end collision, I think it is. You know how a lot of people, like, their face will go forward, they get whiplash back here. You can imagine that if your child is rear facing, when we go forward, his head is going to go back, so he's going to have that support behind his back. Or even if this seat breaks and I go back, it's not going to hit him, it's going to hit his car seat. So I know it looks like it's uncomfortable for them, but just take heed of how your children fall asleep. They'll fall asleep upside down. They'll fall asleep on the floor, on the couch, in a hole, anywhere. They're not uncomfortable. Trey's legs are pretty long, and I've seen people actually sit their children Indian style in their seat. So I mean, I think it's one of those things where, what is the big benefit behind forward facing your child? I think you have to weigh the pros and cons of that. I'm really passionate about, safety and children. And, you just have to weigh the pros and cons of actually having your child forward facing. And if you're just forward facing them just because that's what people do, or, just think twice about it, and maybe try rear facing your child for a week and see how it works out. If they're not bothered and you're not bothered, then just keep them rear face. If y'all are, then just turn them back forward facing. But you know, this is my public service announcement. Please just go out there and look at the news clip. We saw it on CBS. And there is a Republican debate today. Not that I'm a Republican, but I find them freaking hilarious. So that's coming on tonight, and we will be watching it because, you know, comedy time is always a good time. You know what I'm saying? And, what time does the debate comes on at what time? Turn left onto South. Blackish comes on. Do y'all watch Blackish? Why not? You should watch Blackish. Blackish comes on at the same time as Empire. I know a lot of people are into Empire. We refuse to watch it. If y'all want to know why, let me know. But I don't want to go all into it because people are very, very sensitive about their shows. You know what I'm saying? So we don't watch Empire, but we do watch Blackish. And the last episode was... I don't remember what the last episode was about. Last episode was about going to black churches. That one was pretty funny. And just going to church, period. It was going to church, period, not just black churches. But anyway, I've talked to y'all long enough this morning. We are pulling up into art class. So we will see you later. Oh, look how beautiful it is. All the leaves are falling. Yep, made that right in there. All the leaves are falling off the trees. It's fall.
Oh, hard on the corner of the market. They are a little more expensive than
Happy Halloween!
off-brand, but the off-brand
Happy
all right.
Happy Halloween!
Yeah. And they do work as fast, even if
Show Daddy your art project.
Whoa, that's cool, man.
Ain't you supposed to put it on your face?
How you do it?
And the boy faces are 12 years.
Whoa. That for your eyes? Oh, she trying. Whoa.
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween!
Whoa, that's cool, buddy.
Tell him that's not the only one. I got another one.
You got another one?
Tell him this one has some gold teeth and some silver teeth.
Got some bling teeth?
You, Daddy.
Whoa, that is cool.
What are you supposed to say?
See another boy.
Put it up to your face. Say Happy Halloween. He's so silly.
Mommy, I do the one.
You want me to do one? Okay, here I go.